Hi friends, welcome to the channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. Ashish here, and today I'll be covering a hybrid Sudoku on our channel. So this Sudoku is constructed by Spell Daddy, and I really thank the author for giving me an opportunity to cover a video on our channel. So the moment I saw this Sudoku, it was really beautifully themed bow and arrow. So the moment I saw this, I really wanted to cover this Sudoku on our channel. So before going to the Sudoku, I would highly recommend you to please subscribe to the channel and Shackling Sudokus and Puzzles if you haven't done so. It will really motivate us to cover videos on regular basis. And if at all you have a request for any Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre, do let us know in the comment below and we'll surely make a video on it. And now coming back to this Sudoku, so let us start this Sudoku. Yeah, so I'll just brief you what are the rules of this Sudoku. Normal classic Sudoku rules apply. You need to place digits from 1 to 9 in each row, each column, and 3 into 3 box without repetition. So apart from that, you have some arrows in the grid with the circle. Those are normal arrow Sudoku rules where the digit on the arrow is equal, the sum of the digits on the arrow is equal to the circle cell, right? And apart from that, you have a palindrome line here that is designed like a bow here, right? So that means the number read from either direction will be same. So whatever you read from here will be same as if you read from here. So if you have a 1 2 5 7 9, you will also have same here 1 2 5 7 and 9, right? So the numbers or the digits read on the palindrome line will be same from both the directions, forward and backward, right? So with that, let us start solving this Sudoku. So if you see here, this is a bow and arrow here, designed really beautifully here, right? So that actually made me try this Sudoku. So let us see if we are able to solve this Sudoku or not, right? Okay, so as I can see here, 3 is nothing but only 2 and 1. You already have 1 here, so that has to be okay. That has to be 2 here and a 1 here. Okay. I see one more thing is these 3 digits and these 3 digits would have to be same. They cannot be 975, they cannot be 624, it has to be 138. So this is 38, this is 38, this is 138, this is 138, and this is also 38 here. So which means this is also 38. So 1 has to be here and here, because digits read from both the directions would have to be same. So if second digit from this direction is 1, then second digit from this direction also has to be 1. That is a palindrome. Okay. What else do we get here? 1 cannot be here, cannot be here. So these 2 cells would have to be a 1 here. 1 cannot be here, cannot be here. This cell cannot be a 1 because this cell also would have to be a 1. Because there is just one cell arrow, whatever you have here would have to be here. So this cell cannot be a 1, so the 1 has to be here in box 4. That gives you a 1 here and here. That gives you a 1 here. The moment I wrote a 1 here, seeing that it's on the palindrome line, the 1 has to be here. So that gives you a 1 in box 8. So I think so we have covered all the 1s here. These are nothing but, these are nothing but 5, 7 and 9. And these are 2, 4 and 6. This has to be 2 here, 6 and 4 here. This has to be a 4. Okay. A 1, 2 cannot be here, so 2 has to be here or here. This cell would have to be, this is minimum a 3, minimum a 2 and a 2. So this cell can only be 7 or an 8. Let us write all the minimum digits here. This cell can only be 2 or 3, cannot be 4, 5. If you write a 6 here, both would have to be 1 to get an 8 here. Not possible. This cell can only be 3, I think so. Right? It cannot be 5 as well. The possibility is 3 or a 5. Just a second. The minimum digit here is 3, cannot be 4, cannot be 5. So moment you have a 5 here, this would be 2, this would be 2, that is minimum, and then you get a 9 here, you already have a 9 here. So this cell would have to be a 3 here, that gives you 8, 8 here, 3 and a 3 here. Oh, that's amazing. That is something different here. I have never seen that before. Let us see if that is working again. Oh, that's nice. That is something like a, congratulations kind of thing, that I have written a correct digit here. 3 and 8 here, you get an 8 and 3 here. Okay, that's fine. 3 is in one of these two cells. This cell minimum would have to be 2 or a 4. If it is a 4, 4, 3 and 2, that gives you a 9 again. So this would have to be 2. 5, 6, 7 or 6, 7, 8. So it has to be either 2 or a 3. Whatever you have here would have to be here. If you have a 3 here, this cell would have to be a 3, that is possible. But can you have a 3 here? It would have to be 2 and 1. So this cell is a 3 and this cell is a 3. Because there is only 2 places for the 3 in box 2. So that gives you a 3 here. That's amazing. Even after getting so many digits, the Sudoku is not that easy. It might be easy, but it doesn't give you digits directly. You'll have to just try and eliminate possibilities to get the digits here. That's a good one actually. Okay, 5, 7 and 9. Let me write here. This cell would have to be again 5, 7 and 9. So you have a 5, 7, 9 triplet here. That's amazing. These two cells would have to be 4 and 6. You get anything here? No. Again 5, 7 and 9. This cannot be 9, so this is also 5 and 7. It has to be 4, 6 and 8. If it is a 5, 7 and 9, it has to be 4, 6 and 8. You already have a 4 here, so that cannot be a 4, which means this cannot be a 5. So 5 is in one of these two cells. Let us see this. This cell can only be 6 or an 8, right? 6 or a 9, not 8, sorry. 6 or a 9. If it is 6, it has to be 2, 4 or 1, 5. So this has to be a 9. It cannot be 6. The remaining digits are 2, 3 and 6. So 3 and 6 would have to be here to fulfill the sum here. So which means this is 2. That gives you a 7 here. That's amazing. That gives you 5, 9 and 5. That gives you 6 and a 3 here. That gives you 7 and a 6 here. Amazing. This Sudoku is getting solved now. 7 cannot be here. So which means 3, 8 and 6. So this would have to be 6. This would have to be 8 and a 3 here. These two cells are 5 and 9 in any order. So let us write that. And 2, 4 and 8. This cell cannot be a 2. This 7 eliminates 7 from this cell and this cell. So this is 5 and 9. Three and 8. So this cell is a 3 here. Eight can be here or here, right? I see something here with the 5 9s. So whatever you have here would have to be here, right? So it cannot be here, it cannot be here, cannot be in any of these cells. This 5 and 9 cannot be here. So whatever you have here would have to be here. So this is 5 or a 9. That gives you an 8 here. Amazing. Amazing piece of logic, guys. I am not sure if that was the intended solve path, but this was amazing. These kind of logic are so amazing that you really like to see these kind of logics in Sudokus, right? This was amazing. So whatever you have here would have to be here, cannot be in any of these cells, cannot be here, cannot be here, because you already have those digits here. So it has to be this, so which means you get an 8 here. This cell would have to be a 7 and 2 and 8. So this is 8, that is 2 here, that gives you a 2 here. You have a 5 9 pair, so 4 6 7 and 8. It cannot be 8 here because that would have to be a 1 6 and 8. You have a 4 6 8 here. You have a 5 9, so the only place for 7, it's a hidden single that has to be here. Five 6 and 8, 6, this is 5 8 and 5 6 and 8 here. You can have a 4 here, that gives you a 6 here. You can have a 5 and a 7, right? So which means it would give you 6 7 and 9. You have a 4 6 pair here, 3 7 1 2, 5 9 and 8. 5 is not possible here, because whatever be the case, you cannot have 4 1 and 6 cannot be the sum for 5. So 5 cannot be here. If it is 8, it would have to be 6 and 2. If it is 9, it cannot be 6 or a 3 or 4 or a 5. So 9 is not possible, it has to be 8, 6 and 2. Right, if I am not wrong, if it is 9, none of the 4 and 6 would work, because if it is a 9, if it is a 4 here, it would have to be 5, not possible. If it is 6 here, it would have to be 3, again not possible. So 9 is not possible, it has to be 8, and it cannot be 4 because again you will have a 4 here, so that is 6 and a 2, 4 and a 6 here. That removes 8 from this cell. 6 would give you 8, 4, 2 and 8 here. 5 9 and a 5 here, that gives you a 5 here, 9 and a 5 here, 9 and a 5 here, that gives you 5 7 and 9 here, right? Okay, so that removes a 5 from here and 7 from here, that gives you a 4 here. 6 9 4 and 7, right? You have 4 7 pair here, so that gives you 8. This is 6 9, that gives you a 7 here, 4 and a 7, 7 and a 9 here, and the last digit that you have is 4 here. Amazing. That was a really good Sudoku. Quite easy, but solving easy Sudoku sometimes actually boost your motivation, and you would want to solve more Sudokus. So I think this was a really good Sudoku, exactly using the palindrome line, making it as a bow, and then the arrow. They were perfectly used to for beginners, and I would say this was a really good Sudoku. So I really thank Spell Daddy for such a wonderful Sudoku. I really enjoyed this Sudoku, and I hope you too enjoyed this. So if at all you have a request for any Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre, do let us know in the comment below, and we'll surely make a video on it. And we would even want you to support us on our Patreon page on Shackling Sudokus and Puzzles. I'll add the link in the description below. We are covering videos on regular basis from past more than 2.5 years, and we would really appreciate if you could support us on our Patreon page. Thank you.